Hi everyone, it's been a long time since I've done a garden video. As far as what's going on with this garden, we've had some hot weather. Now it's starting to cool down after today, I guess, and we might have some rain come in. We haven't had rain in over 3 weeks, but I need to water. I need to water the garden, and there's not much growing here besides the zinnias and a few other things, and we'll talk about that, and I'll show you. I'm going to give the neighbor's dog a bone if she's out. We heard her barking. She has beautiful blue eyes. She's a good-looking dog. Yeah, they just got their privacy fence put out back. They had that done recently. Before that, she had to stay up front with a temporary fence. Now she's happy as a lark because she can run all through the yard. Right, Denarius? I'm just going to go out here and take a look, but I've got to get that hose and get busy. So I've got the 2 pumpkins going on. Then the one small one that's going to stay a small one. He's a little runt, but I think he's adorable, and he might be enough pumpkin puree for Thanksgiving pumpkin pie. I'm taking this out to where the pumpkins are. That vine is still alive, barely alive, but it's still alive. Here's proof in the pudding that reseeding does work. Now, I did plant some kale over here. I had this tilled last year. Of course, the grass and the weeds took over. And look at this. This year, I planted curly kale seeds. I did not plant flat leaf kale. This is from last year, and it reseeded. I saw it tried to come up earlier in the season. My husband ran over it with the lawnmower. Well, look at it now. It's perfectly edible. I'm gonna let it grow and get big. We're gonna be harvesting pretty soon. I was gonna wait till the end of the month. I think I can. Last year we had to harvest in late August, I believe, because it was we had drier conditions earlier in the summer. This sweet potato vine, the rains that we had in the spring and the summer, earlier in the summer, we're not having a lot of rain now, really helped it, and it's very healthy and thriving. Look how pretty this is. I just love sweet potato flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Due to the dry conditions, I can't get the seeds I planted here. Spinach and radish, I planted in late August. It has worked previous years, but I know those seeds are still there. They might need to winterize and then come up in the spring, just like that kale did. Always grown by direct seed, and I've never had a problem till this year. About 6 weeks ago, I planted seeds through here, right on the fence line, snow peas, and I planted green beans. These are coming up pretty well. Now, a week or 2 later, I planted these, and I hope that they grow and produce green beans before the frost hits. Usually hits in mid-October. Sometimes it comes earlier than that. Now, we do have some green beans. This is looks like a skinny variety, but I'll let them get a little bit bigger. Oh my, look at that. Those look good. I want to do a stir fry with shrimp that I learned from one of the channels that I watch. Yeah, Nicola's recipes. She does some awesome cooking, especially her stir fries. They're amazing. And I've got some snow peas that I planted, I think 4 or 5 weeks ago. And they're just now coming up on the trellis here. And this trellis is for peas. Believe me, I've used it for green beans, and they just took over like crazy. A couple years ago when I grew pole beans, and I love growing pole beans. I might get back to that next year. So I do have some plans. Just growing by direct seeds, you're limited on what you can do. I'm seeing that now. I didn't notice it so much before. It just seemed like everything grew better before. But now I'm having some problems. So I'm going to finish watering through here. And give it a good soaking. Because we've got some peas. I see some snow peas are almost ready for harvest. We'll take a look at them. There they are. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. My husband, he just loves them in stir fries, and we enjoy them for just a relish tray, a vegetable tray. Okay, so this is pretty much the new growth. This is about the only new growth I'm getting. But it's better than nothing, I guess. We do have a volunteer cherry tomato, and I can't complain. I'm about ready to come out here and pick these for a salad later on. And we do have some rhubarb plants. They're just 2. I grew rhubarb before, and I did not study up on it, and I harvested it the first year I planted it. And that was the wrong thing to do. We had one rhubarb survive for 3 years, and the other one died off right away. Last year, I was able to harvest that rhubarb. It was almost as big as this one. Now, this is the first year for this one. I bought these as plants. They were the same size. This one will not grow. I gave it bone meal and a little bit of Miracle Grow. I don't use too much of that type of fertilizer. I tried to do more natural. Bone meal's more natural. This one didn't need anything. But I read that you're not supposed to harvest the first year. So I'm letting these rhubarbs die down naturally. And that is disappointing, but I've got to do it, you know, because I love strawberry rhubarb pie. I've got strawberries in the freezer, and I'm so tempted to take this rhubarb so I can combine it with those strawberries and make a delicious pie. Let me know if you know anything about rhubarb, but I'm going to let it die naturally. I would love for this garden through here to be all rhubarb practically. That's how much I love it. And I'll eat rhubarb pie by itself. It does not have to have the strawberries. I like the tartness of it. It was zucchini time in the garden for months now. I had the best harvest ever, but yeah, it's got to go. I have one zucchini I can pull. I can take this, harvest it, and I got to pull this vine out of here. So I think we're going to do it right now. Oh, I want to show you I've been putting compost directly into the garden. So, you know, that's kitchen waste, onion peels, eggshells, all of that. I'm adding it to the garden a little bit at a time, and I'm going to dig this out, and I'm going to put that in there, and boy, oh boy, I've got to water the ground a little bit to work the ground. So we have our work cut out for us here, folks. I'll be tugging this out back, this plant, as soon as I harvest the zucchini. Okay, I'll tell you what our plans are. We're going to be ordering a leaf mulcher / wood chipper. It doesn't break up pieces of wood unless they're real small. So we ordered that. It's supposed to come tomorrow. I'm ecstatic. My husband picked out the mulcher that we ordered. I let him make the decision about what to order. When it comes to anything mechanical, he likes higher quality stuff, but it was marked down. We got a good deal on it, and we have an oak tree that puts out, oh, you wouldn't believe how many leaves. I'm going to be putting, you're supposed to put green and brown into the garden. Green would be your vegetables, kitchen scraps, you know, your eggshells, all of that. Even coffee grounds, that's good nitrogen for the soil. But you also need brown, you know, broken down wood chips and leaves. Well, that's what we're planning to do with this wood chipper. Break down those oak leaves, put it into the garden. We want the garden to be a no-till method eventually. It's called Back to Eden. That's what we're going to strive for. It's way up there. I don't know how many feet that is. I mean, we're going way up there. Between 60 to 80 feet in height. And most of the leaves are still green, but we've had some leaves that have turned and they've fallen on the ground, as you can see. I'm going to show you the beautiful brown leaves it produces. And they're all over the ground. Can you imagine? That tree hasn't even started yet. It's just begun. It's just begun, and we have all these leaves. So I'll be using all of this for mulch. Oh my goodness. For mulch and compost. But we've got to break it down. Yep. You're going to see me working with leaves all fall. It's the frugal way. We are going to do it, folks. I'm so excited. I'm not going to lie. Year after year, I've had to deal with the leaves from this tree. And there's been times I said, honey, we got an estimate to have the branches trimmed so we'd have less leaves because it did need trimmed badly, and it still does. Oh my gosh, $7,500 just to trim the tree. Can you imagine to take this tree down? $10,000, I bet you, $10,000 or $12,000. We can't afford that. So we're going to make use of what we have here. The resources you have on your property, make good use of them. It's the wise thing to do. Now we are going to check out the zinnias. I'm trying to be very quiet. There is a monarch. So beautiful to behold. Can't get over it. Here's where they lay their eggs, on the milkweed. Honey vine milkweed is what this is called. So we can expect them next year. So I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to take it down. Those are butterfly eggs. We're going to have caterpillars next year. I'm careful not to step on caterpillars, by the way. Always good to have lavender. It smells so wonderful. Look at this. And this does attract a lot of bees. Honeybees and bumblebees, all different kinds of bees, especially in the spring and early summer. This is a perennial that I planted here by seed a couple years ago. It's the only one that survived, and it comes up every year. And I absolutely love it. So next year I got to remember to till and get rid of some of that ground cover there so I want to get some, it's called lupin, the lupin flower. I want to get some more seeds and grow some more of that. But yeah, here we have, and it might be a combination of more than one plant. I grew by seed, partially. And this is just so healthy. It's a beautiful garnish on all kinds of food. We use it in soups and Italian dishes, and it's very rich in vitamin K. I appreciate you watching today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and go on this journey with me to be more self-sufficient, grow your own food. I'll show you a lot of cooking I do to save money, cooking from scratch. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.